Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So we're going to talk about the Champions League, the new Champions League, Europa League and Conference League fixtures, format, teams, predictions of results. It's not going to be like it was for the last 2 years though, because on this channel, because I can seemingly no longer do the game that we were doing. I can't find it anywhere. And it's obviously a little bit tricky to, you can't just look at groups anymore. So this is the official app, don't know what it's doing. And I think I broke it. And yeah, basically it doesn't allow me to do the score prediction that we used to do. So I guess that's not going to happen. I'll consider doing the fantasy football, but I'll get back to you on that. I suppose I'll just have to like verbally predict games. So this one is FotMob's app, and I prefer it's a little less cluttered. So Champions League. Let's have a little look at the teams then. There are 36 in total. The bottom section just finish there and go home after 8 games. The middle section have to do playoffs. So from 9 down to 24 against one another. And then they do not drop down to the Europa League. They just, if they lose, they're out. And those that win go through to the next round, the round of 16, and those in green do not have to play a playoff match, they just automatically go through to the round of 16. Okay, so that's cleared up. Now, the format. So, AC Milan, for example, have got a load of different fixtures, 8 teams in total, so I think in general it's a lot more exciting than it was before. I hope it's going to be anyway. For example, I was looking at Man City's matches, and they're going to have Inter, they would, I think last year they had Young Boys and Red Star Belgrade and someone else. And they, could take their foot off the gas, but now they've got Inter. Okay, Slovan Bratislava away, Sparta Prague at home, Sporting Lisbon away, that's tricky. Feyenoord at home, that could be tricky. Juventus away, that's a good one. PSG away, Bruges at home. I think that's it. Yeah, so I think if I were a Man City fan, I'm not, I'm a Swansea City fan. But definitely not in the Champions League. If I were a Man City fan, I'd be looking forward to those matches a lot more. Man City, Juve, Paris Saint-Germain, much better matches. So let's look at the first round of fixtures then, and I'll just do like a general snap decision guess on who I think is going to win or what score is going to happen. And feel free to disagree with me kindly in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you and give me some tips and insights into what's happening in that team. And then if you stick with us, we'll look at the Europa League and then the Conference League. So, first round of matches then, Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. Of course, there's 3. Oh wow, loads of matches this year. How am I going to make videos for this channel if I'm just watching football? Okay, so Juve at home to PSV. At the minute, I'd say Juve to win that, but it could be quite close. PSV, I don't remember them doing that well away from home in Europe, but they've got a really good squad. They should do well. Young Boys, Aston Villa. Tough to say because Aston Villa haven't been in the Champions League proper like this before, whereas Young Boys curiously have that experience. So maybe I'm going to go for a draw, but on paper, obviously Aston Villa are a lot better. And Young Boys are bottom of the Swiss league as well. maybe I should be saying Aston Villa win, but I'm going to play it safe. AC Milan, Liverpool, this is a brilliant first tie. It'll be really difficult. Liverpool obviously storming away with their Premier League games at the moment, doing brilliantly, but AC Milan are a really good team, new manager, a couple of new players, in San Siro. I think it might be a draw, but I hope it'll be an exciting one. Bayern against Zagreb, I think Bayern to win. Real Madrid, Stuttgart. Stuttgart's first foray into the Champions League, I think, or the first for a very, very long time. So I think Real Madrid, even without Bellingham, should win that match. Sporting Lille. I think Lille are a decent team, but Sporting at home are very difficult to beat, and they've got so much pedigree in this competition, so I think Sporting to win that. Bologna against Shakhtar. As I was saying with Aston Villa earlier on, Bologna don't have any pedigree in this competition. Have started quite poorly. They lost their manager. They lost Xerxes, who's gone to Man United, and a lot of their really good players from last year have left. So I think, weirdly, Shakhtar have a pretty good chance of getting a result because they are, they've been in this competition practically every year for the last 20 years. I think Shakhtar could get a result there, either a draw or a win. Sparta Prague against Salzburg. I think Sparta Prague, they're pretty unbeatable at home domestically, so I think that could transfer into a win against Salzburg. Celtic, Slovan Bratislava. I watched their qualifying match. They've got some really good players, but in Celtic Park, I think this might be the moment where Celtic actually start the competition with a win. I hope so, fingers crossed. Club Brugge, Dortmund. This is tough. Brugge are very good. Dortmund obviously excellent. Finalists last year. Maybe I'll sit in the fence and I'll say a score draw, like 1-1 or something. Okay, Man City, Inter, that is mouth-watering. Inter are a fantastic team. Inter basically looking unstoppable in the way the Man City look unstoppable in the Premier League. Inter are just like, who's gonna keep up with Inter in the Serie A? I think therefore it might be a draw, but it might be cagey as well, because Inter kind of play counter-attacking football. Obviously they faced each other in the final 2 years ago. Yeah, it could be a draw or a narrow win for Man City, but Inter definitely could get a result. And then Paris Saint-Germain against Girona. Girona haven't started too badly, despite losing a lot of their big players like Dovbyk in the summer. So, but I still don't see them getting a result away to Paris Saint-Germain, sorry. So, Paris to win. And then on Thursday, Feyenoord Leverkusen. That's a tricky one. So Leverkusen have obviously just lost their first match in like a year. Feyenoord are very good. I think it could be at least a draw. Maybe Feyenoord to win. You can't bet against Leverkusen, no, can you? Okay, Red Star against Benfica. Red Star are a decent team, but Benfica have started slowly in the Portuguese league, though. Maybe they can get a result. Red Star. Maybe draw. Atalanta, Arsenal. Atalanta have also started a little bit slowly in Serie A. Just double check I'm not talking nonsense. Table. Yeah, 12th. 1 win, 2 losses. So I think this, at the end of last year when I saw them be the only team to beat Leverkusen, I was like, wow, Atalanta are going to go for the title. But they've started slowly. So I think Arsenal to win that. Atleti against Leipzig. I think Leipzig are a really good team, but Atletico are excellent. I think a win for Atletico. I think Leipzig, the best they can hope for is a draw. Brest against Sturm Graz. Similar to before, Sturm Graz been at this level before, Brest haven't. So on paper, Brest have the better team, but I think Graz will get a draw. And then Monaco against Barcelona. Monaco started quite well. They top 4 in the Ligue 1. Oh, they're 5th, but the same points as second place. Yeah, I think it might not be enough against Barcelona or top of their league, though. I think the best they can offer is a draw. I think Barcelona would probably win. Okay, so that's where I am so far. I love the new format on paper. I hope it works. Probably will see the same teams going through, but at least it'll be a bit more entertaining, right? I haven't always looked forward to watching young boys play against Man City or, Arsenal against Sturm Graz, for example, as a neutral. I think as a neutral I look forward to Juventus PSV, was a really good one, AC Milan Liverpool, even Real Madrid Stuttgart in a way. I'll probably watch a bit of the Celtic match. Man City enters the big tie there. Atlanta Arsenal there. I think that will be a good match as well. That will probably be very good too. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I will do a results video and a prediction video for the next round of matches. Let's look at the Europa League then. Okay. So exactly the same format, 8 matches, top go through to the round of 16. These have to have a playoff to get through to the round of 16, and whoever's at the bottom is out. Let's have a look at fixtures then. So Wednesdays and Thursdays now for Europa League. So start out with Alkmaar against Elfsborg. Elfsborg are like mid-season, so they're really match fit, but I think Alkmaar are a really good team, so I think Alkmaar for the win, but don't be surprised if the Swedes get a result there. Bodo Glimt looked really good in the playoffs. Porto are they top of the league? I know they're second actually. I still imagine that they'd get a win out in Norway, to be honest, but again, Bodo Glimt are mid-season and therefore are in the swing of things. Whereas Porto are only 3 games in. Anderlecht against Ferencváros. I think Anderlecht were good enough to win that match, but Anderlecht it has got such a reputation for being so unpredictable, right? Second after Dende. Well done, Dende. You'd think they should win, but who knows? Dynamo Kiev against Lazio. I think, again, Lazio are very unpredictable. Lazio should win this, but they don't always do what they should. So, I'm going to say Lazio win, but if they were back in, the Olympic Stadium in Kiev, then I would say that they have an advantage, but they're going to be playing this match in, like, Poland or Volksparkstadion in Germany. Midtjylland against Hoffenheim. I was not, so lots of people said that Midtjylland were really favourites to get into the Champions League, and I watched them and I didn't really see it. I think Hoffenheim have started really well, haven't they? And I kind of feel that, oh no, they haven't. 1 win, 1 loss, okay, 2 matches. Maybe a draw then. I was going to say Hoffenheim win, but maybe a draw. Okay, another team that is gutted not to play in the Champions League, Galatasaray. Ooh, wow. So Turkey against Greece. This is going to be fascinating. Gala will obviously think that they should win. PAOK, however, are a decent team and should not be underestimated. Second, 3 wins out of 3, perfect start for them. And Galachimbom are they top? Second after Fener, but 3 wins out of 3. Maybe it'll be a draw. But, at home as well, I think Galatasaray, definitely with the crowd behind them, have a massive, massive advantage. I'm going to say Gala win, but If they can calm the crowd, silence the crowd with an early goal, then it could be really awkward for Galatasaray. Ludogorets Razgrad against Slavia Prague. Ludogorets are surprisingly good. You don't hear much of Bulgarian football these days. Slavia Prague nearly won the title last year. It was very close. But at home, I'm going to go for Ludogorets. I think they've got enough to win. I think they'll surprise quite a few people, despite me highly rating the Slavia Prague team. Man United against FC Twente. Now, normally, and on paper, it should be Man United all the way. Man United have to be one of the favourites for this competition. However, they've started appallingly in the league, so who knows? I sometimes think that playing at home for them at the minute is actually a disadvantage. So I'm going to say a win for Man United, but I'll be watching this one closely. I think there's a shock, just like waiting, particularly because FC Twente are Dutch, and the manager of Man United, that would be so ironic to lose at home to a Dutch team. Okay, really nice tie here, Nice against Real Sociedad. That's a really good tie. Two quality teams, neither of which, however, have started that strongly. They're both mid-table in their respective divisions in France and Spain. I'm going to say draw for that reason, because last year I would have said Real Sociedad to win, but they've started slowly, so I think draw. Thursday's fixtures, Fenerbahce against Union Saint-Gilloise. So, being that Fenerbahce are at home, I think they've got the advantage over a Union Saint-Gilloise side that has always been very, very good, and surprisingly so, particularly in Europe over the last few years. So Fener to win, but slight. Malmö against Rangers. Malmö are also mid-season and romping away with the league in Sweden. Rangers have got some issues, so I think for that reason that Malmö are probably favourites. I think Rangers can get a draw or a win, but yeah, at the minute, the way they played against Celtic, I think Malmö could actually win this match. Okay, Ajax against Besiktas. It's another tie of two big teams. I think I can't quite decide who's going to win that. Ajax have started a bit slowly. Besiktas are actually doing much better than last year. I think they're third. So on form, I think Besiktas should actually win, but for that reason, I can't see that happening in the Johan Cruyff Arena. So draw. Braga Tel Aviv. I think Tel Aviv are a really good team. Braga, excellent. I think Braga can win, but they should not take Maccabi lightly. Frankfurt against Victoria Pilsen. So every year the third best team, they're the Atletico Madrid of Czech football. Frankfurt, how are they doing this year? Have they started? 9th, 1 loss and 1 win. Victoria Pilsen didn't concede a goal in the tournament until the injury time of the semi-final against Fiorentina. I think Frankfurt need to keep an eye on them. I think they can get a win. I think I'm going to say draw, but I definitely can see Pilsen getting a result. Okay, Steaua Bucharest against Latvian side RFS. I think Bucharest to win at home. Lyon have Olympiacos. Lyon haven't started as well as they finished last season. Olympiacos, I think, were they top? Yeah, they're top. So Lyon need to be really careful. Olympiacos could get a win here. So I'm actually going to say win for Olympiacos. Because I think Lyon like mid-table. And they're down the bottom, 1 win, 2 losses. Yeah, I think I'm going to say Olympiacos win. Oh no, I didn't realise they were playing each other. So Roma and Athletic Club are two of my most favorite teams in the world. And my heart is like totally. I've been to both. I've been to Roma. I've been to Bilbao. I love them both. So maybe a draw for me. Roma should win at home in Stadio Olimpico. Bilbao are an excellent team, however, how they started. 1 win, 1 draw, 2 losses. Not good. Maybe Roma haven't started well either, to be honest. Maybe a draw. Yeah, draw sounds sensible. And then Spurs against Karabakh. Now, again, on paper, Spurs should destroy a team from Azerbaijan. However, Karabakh looked really good in the qualifiers and are always a really strong team. 3 wins and 1 loss. I think Spurs, as long as they take it seriously and they play a decent team and don't put like all the youngsters out, if they do, they're going to get a shock. So I'm going to say Spurs win, but on the caveat that, Karabakh could be a bit of a slip-up, a banana peel. And then lastly, let's look at the Conference League. Conference League slightly different to the other two in that there are only 6 matches, not 8. I'm so proud to announce that TNS, the New Saints, the champions of Wales, have made it. It's the first ever Welsh team from the Welsh leagues, because my team Swansea, who play in the English leagues, made it by winning the Carabao Cup once. So, but they represented England. So this is the first time a team from the Welsh divisions has made it through to a European competition. And the same thing has happened for Northern Ireland, because Larne have made it through as well. So 2 brand new countries are being represented for the very first time. I'm trying to think. In Armenia, I've got FC Noah. I think Dynamo Minsk are from Belarus. So yeah, quite a few new faces to European football. So congrats to all of them. We nearly had, aside from Gibraltar, make it. And yeah, so let's have a look. Okay, so most of the matches on the Thursday, but 2 on the Wednesday, I think for reasons of like being in the same city or something. So Başakşehir against Rapid Vienna. I think Başakşehir have got a really good team. They should win that. Victoria de Guimarães against Celje of Slovenia. Victoria de Guimarães punching above their weight in the Portuguese league. Yeah, 5th, and they came 4th last year, or was it 5th? Yes, they're doing really well. So they're taking up that Braga role of, the just behind the top 3. I think they should win easily at home. No offence, Celje. Okay, Cercle Bruges against St. Gallen. This will be Cercle Bruges' first European competition that I can remember. St. Gallen have been here many times. I think, therefore, because Cercle Bruges haven't started that well in their league in Belgium. Yeah, they're down there, look. 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses. I think St. Gallen should get a result in this. Yeah, so St. Gallen to win, I think. Dynamo Minsk against Hearts. Now, Hearts have started either awfully or brilliantly. It's Aberdeen have started brilliantly. Hearts right to the bottom. But 1. So I'm going to say Dynamo Minsk will probably get a result. Even though on paper Hearts should be far better than them. So I think it's going to be a draw. Astana against Bachka Topola. Bachka Topola are a decent side, but Astana, I think, at home will definitely get a draw. He says definitely. Maybe a win. Heidenheim doing brilliantly in the Bundesliga. Were they top? Olimpia Ljubljana, not a bad team, but I think because of that starting so well in Germany, I think at home as well, they've got to go for the win. FC Nor of Armenia against Mlada Boleslav of the Czech Republic. On paper, Mlada Boleslav are a lot better, but it's a long journey away to Armenia and in front of their home fans the first time in this competition. I think Noah have got a chance to get a result there, maybe a draw. Next up, Legia Warszawa of Poland against Real Betis of Spain. Now, on paper, Real Betis are brilliant and should win, but they've started very, very poorly in their own domestic league. They are down by the relegation spots, not a single win just yet. Legia, however, on the other hand, are second, 4 wins, and they've played more games, they're more match fit. So I think Legia could actually win. So yeah, I'm actually going to say Legia to win that match. And maybe the worst happen, they get a draw. Molde against Larn. Good luck to Larn. I think Molde are a really decent team. They're mid-season as well. See how they're doing in Norway. 4th after 20 matches. Quite some way from the top though. So I think I hope Larn can get a draw, but I think Molde will definitely get a result. I hope Larn can get a draw. Amoria Nicosia against Víkingur Reykjavik. I think the Cypriots probably should win this, but you never know. Again, Víkingur are mid-season. I'm going to say narrow victory for Nicosia. Porat Banja Luka against Panathinaikos. You've got Panathinaikos, probably one of the better teams in the competition, so I think them to win. Chelsea, the top tip, although they've left out Cole Palmer and a couple of others from their squad, against Gent. If they don't take Gent seriously the way they've been playing, then they'll be sorry. So I'm going to say a win for Chelsea, but Gent have the quality to get a result. Okay, Petrogub of Moldova against Pafos. I've seen Petrogub a little bit. I think they'll probably get a win there at home. København of Copenhagen, Denmark against Jagiellonia Białystok. I think Copenhagen at home with their vociferous crowd, brilliant support, should get the win. Okay, Fiorentina, TNS. So I was joking, did I say the other day in a video I was jokingly going to buy a TNS top and go to Florence to watch this because there's any excuse to go to Italy, right? I don't think I can make it next week, but in fact next week I will be in Germany, so I won't be able to go to Italy, but yeah, TNS are going to get smashed. It's going to be like 6 or 7-0, I'm sorry. I do not want that to happen, but Fiorentina are literally one of the hardest teams away that they could have drawn, apart from, say, Chelsea. Obviously the finalists in this competition the last 2 years. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a confidence knock. It would be nice. TNS have got some definite potential matches for points. Like, they're home to Astana, they could probably get a draw. Away to Shamrock Rovers, they could probably get a result there. Home to Djurgården, no, I don't think so. Home to Panathinaikos, definitely not. And is that it? Oh, away to Celje, they could probably get a result there. But I do not think that away to Fiorentina is anything like a very good start, unfortunately. So good luck, TNS. You're going to need it. Okay, Lask against Djurgården. I think Djurgården probably... Oh, I don't know. I think draw. Can't decide. Lask, how are they doing in Austria at the minute? They're 11th. And Djurgården, they're mid-season. Oh no, not table. 3rd. I think Djurgården can actually get a win there. Maybe win to Djurgården. They did quite well last year or the year before in this competition. Lugano against HJK of Helsinki, Finland. I think Lugano have got enough to win. And Shamrock Rovers against Apoel Nicosia. I think draw at home for Shamrock. that's that. So, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and definitely give me a little comment and tell me if you think I'm crazy, your team is in way better form, they've bought some really good players and they're going to do well. Tell me I'm wrong, that's absolutely fine. Can't wait to hear from you. Okay, hope you are looking forward to the new videos, and for the season ahead in the European competitions. I will see you all really, really soon, okay?